How I Accidentally Became the Village Chief. With Google Translate, they say life is what happens when you're busy checking your Wi-Fi signal. Well, mine happened when I took a wrong bus, ended up in a remote village, and somehow became their newly elected chief, without even speaking the language. So here's how it all started. I was on vacation. Just me, my oversized backpack, a Google Translate app, and the blind optimism of someone who thought adventure was code for easy Instagram photos. I boarded the wrong bus. Instead of the city, I ended up in a village so remote, even Google Maps said, "Good luck." I got off the bus looking like Dora the Explorer if she was lost and out of snacks. A kind old man approached and said something. I panicked, smiled, and used Google Translate. I typed, "Hello, I'm just passing through." The old man smiled warmly and gestured towards the village, inviting me to follow him. I couldn't help but feel a mix of confusion and curiosity as I walked alongside him. But Google Translate decided to spice it up and said, "Greetings. I am here to lead your people to greatness." The old man's eyes widened. He gasped, then bowed. Others followed. Kids threw flowers. Someone brought a goat. I had accidentally declared myself a spiritual leader. As I stood there, the realization dawned on me that this moment was not just a funny mishap. It was an invitation to embrace something greater. The elders began to whisper among themselves, contemplating my newfound role and what it could mean for the future of our village. The coronation. Before I could say no, a band started playing drums made of buckets, and they tied a leaf crown on my head. I became Chief Wi-Fi because I kept holding my phone up searching for signal. They asked me to speak. I typed in, "This is a misunderstanding." Google Translate. The time of confusion is over. A new era begins. They erupted in cheers. I tried to explain, but they lifted me on a chair like I was the final boss of wisdom. The Chief Wi-Fi had some unusual duties that made everyone laugh and marvel at their creativity. One day, the Chief Wi-Fi was asked to bless the yams, which turned into a hilarious moment as they nodded seriously at the tubers, like an expert in yam blessings. Then came the time for dispute resolution, where the Chief Wi-Fi cleverly encouraged everyone to play rock, paper, scissors, transforming conflicts into laughter and cheers. The crowd gathered around, captivated by the magic of technology, as the Chief Wi-Fi expertly used a weather app to predict sunny skies, leaving everyone in awe of such modern wizardry. A woman said her goat was missing. I pulled out my phone and used Google to show a photo of a random goat. She screamed, "That's him!" They found the goat, somehow. I was a hero. 1 week in, I was actually enjoying it. No traffic, no notifications, just goats dancing and people calling me your streamfulness. Until the actual chief returned from a trip. The moment the chief returned, a wave of tension swept through the gathering. His presence was commanding, and everyone knew that things were about to change. The carefree days of goats and dancing seemed to be fading as whispers of rules and responsibilities began to circulate among the villagers. He looked confused. The villagers said he led us. He found the goat. He blessed the yams. The real chief looked at me and asked, "Who are you?" I typed, "I am not the chief." Google Translate, "I am the chosen one." The escape. Long story short, I faked a vision where the stars told me it was time to go. They cried. They gave me a basket of roasted plantains. A kid made me a friendship bracelet with Wi-Fi King on it. I finally found my way back to the city. Now every time I lose internet, I just whisper to the sky, "Oh great village, lend me your bars." And somewhere out there, a little village still tells the story of the strange chief who blessed the yams, found the goat, and disappeared like a legend. As the city hums with energy, I carry the echoes of that village within me. The stories remain alive, woven into the fabric of my journey, illustrating how legends can bridge the gap between worlds.